Hello, it is Lord Haywire. I am streaming some 2D4X today, like always. Eventually here I'm going to stream my Hex Demon game as well. I've made so much progress in my Hex Demon game, but this is a 2D4X post-apocalyptic game like, I say this every time. Like, you know, Crusader Kings or something like that. But it's post-apocalyptic. Last time I finished, there was a bug that I was just like, we'll work on it tomorrow. And I was making dinner last night and it popped in my head what the solution for this bug was. My brain was like, you never deleted the fucking battle. And so it's weird how brains do that where they think about stuff. But then when I also opened up my scripts here, I noticed that I made a mistake here. This shouldn't be in quotes. This should just be like that. So we already solved one thing. Then I also was looking at this, and it keeps telling me to make this the primary. It keeps saying use primary constructor. That's what these little lines are underneath here. And I was like, I don't know what that means, but I noticed that this is supposed to say public class. So I'm just going to delete that and see if this works. I've never done it this way, but let's see what happens. I mean, it should work. And we're also going to use this battle location instead of, so currently it's just saying like, is there a battle? But we need it to look for a battle location, and we'll get to that. I'm not going to play it because we need to fix the thing first where we delete the battle. Might as well get to that right away. So that is not here though. This is probably under diplomacy, I think. Oh, I forgot to click my little stream thing. Otherwise I can't see YouTube. I gotta remember to click it every time. And it doesn't have button feedback. I keep complaining about that. So you can't tell if you clicked it or not. Anyways, let's see. Check for defenders. Respawn. We need, it's called end battle, I think it's called end battle. I can't remember which script it's in. It's under token current. No, I mean that's where it's at, but we want to see army flees. It's in this one. Where is this one? This is the battle control. So under in battle, all we have it doing is unsubscribing and hiding the battle control that it's in. But we also need to have it delete the battle. So we need to find what battle. Does this thing know? I don't think this thing knows what battle it's in. Yeah, it doesn't know shit about the battle that it's in, that it's currently in. And the battle is stored somewhere. It's in the diplomacy. There's a list of battles. So there's probably a couple of things that have kind of gone wrong here. Yeah, see this thing. This is the current battle? How would this be the current battle? This is the battle control. Let's go to here and see what this says. Yeah, this is the battle control. Let's rename this to current battle control. I'm not sure why we're holding on to that, but we probably do. We need it for some reason. The select token probably needs to know what battle it's in. Like the token itself should probably know what battle it's fighting in. And then, you know, both tokens would know that they're in the same battle. And then we can delete out of the you know, because then we'll have a reference to it, and we can remove that battle from the battle list because the thing is we already have done the battle, and the battle currently only just keeps track of the location. But if it's there, then they start fighting, and that's kind of the issue, is that they start fighting when they leave and they go to another place because they look for the battle there. When in token movement, check if there's a battle. If what is this? Is not equal to null. Let's go down here. I gotta refamiliarize my code from yesterday. that's how great my brain is. My brain doesn't work as best as it is. You know, it's okay. It doesn't just work. It barely works at all. Reach destination. Check if battle. Actually, this is what I want right here. So this is checking the faction data. If faction data equals war faction data, so if the defenders are at war or if the things are at war, it does a thing here. But we actually need it to check if it's the location is the same. So we could go through, it's going to check all the wars, because there's wars and then there's battles. And then it goes, is this faction data equal to this faction data of this other war, of the war we're in, or is the attacker? So that's fine, except we need another if statement that checks the location. Like, is this location? So are you in a war? And then is this the location of the war? Or we could just skip that, or sorry, of the battle. And we could just straight put this, is this location that you're currently in the place of a battle? No, because we can't do that because it's creating, it's creating the battle right here if there isn't a battle. So I think what we'll do is we'll go back to the select token and we'll keep track of, and this should be up here. It's going to be a public battle, and we'll call it current battle, not this, because that's a different thing. And then we're going to go back. I might want to rewrite. I probably will want to rewrite this at some point. I have a feeling it feels convoluted. Then we'll add this, or we'll go, who is this person? Token, county population, dot, no, we just need token, current battle equals this battle. And so then we'll know that it's in a battle. Maybe that won't work, deleting the battle. I think it will, though. No, it's not going to work. Deleting my cooking dinner brain wasn't good enough. But we'll fix this. So we got two things. We do need to delete the battle. So this will add it to. This is going to be added to the attackers. The someone too. How's it going? This is going to add it to the attackers. Didn't I rename this? So I have a public class that it currently doesn't have much in it, that just has this battle. But it keeps track of the location. It's going to keep track of other stuff in the future. I think that's the plan, at least. And so I need to delete that because the battle's over at this point. So I need to get rid of that. But then we need to check to see if the battle, when they're going in, if they're supposed to go to war or not. Because there's a bug that when they go to any place, they start fighting even if there's nobody there. Where was this thing? I think I renamed this. I renamed this yesterday to something else. I'm pretty sure. I'm still getting my brain warmed up here. Where was that thing? Oh, it's under the county. It's under here. Okay, so this is what I renamed a battle control. No problem. Do you program in or with Godot? This thing, I'm pretty sure, is the battle control. I used to call it the hero token. Yeah, it is. So let's rename this thing. While I'm here, this is going to be battle control. Then back to here. So we have it here. I want to have it on the defenders too. Oh, awesome. Nice to meet you in chat. So let's see here. So this is where they are. Yeah. It's interesting. I watched a video of that King's Bounty Legends, And it's very similar to Heroes of Might and Magic. I didn't know that there was like King's Bounty was the original one that I was talking about playing, was like a precursor to Heroes of Might and Magic. I played the shit out of Heroes of Might and Magic with my friends, especially the third one. Like so many hours into Heroes of Might and Magic. The third Heroes of Might and Magic. So when this gets here, it's gonna. This is how we do it. Actually, it just came to me here. Enter combat. I don't know what this is. Let's see if we comment this out. What happens? There's that new. It's songs of something. Song of Conquest. It's like a new Heroes of Might and Magic. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, that didn't do. I must have been starting something and then I stopped it midway. We probably could use that for where I am looking at right now, which I can't find the thing I was just looking at. It's right here. So we should put this actually here under Start Combat. We should add this battle in. Attacker's Army. This is going to change their label and all that shit. This is going to be, we're passing in this thing here. And we're not even creating, what the fuck am I doing in this? We don't even have a, where are we creating these battles? I think it's under diplomacy. Declare war. Battle location. Yeah. I don't think we're doing anything with that battle thing. It's just an empty nothing right now. Yeah, so I don't know if we have any bugs from yesterday. I don't think I do. This isn't the hex game that I was talking about. Okay, so that thing that I changed, oh, we gotta get rid of this. The hex game is a different game. That one, so this game I stream every time I work on it. So it's probably the boringest stream that exists because you know there's a lot of me just sitting here going like, how the fuck do I do this? So this is a 4X game and it's going to take place in North America, but right now I'm just using these 3 states, and then only these parts of these 3 states. This one doesn't look like I'm hovering over it. These other ones do, but this one doesn't. That is it because of the color? I think there's something wrong there. Oh no, it was just because of the color. It was impossible to see. That's a... Huh. Oh wait, no, there is something wrong with it. Yeah, once I go over it one time, it's busted. Anyways, whoops. That's unimportant right now. Oh well, I'll put a bug report in for myself because I'm gonna forget. I have a project here in GitHub. Yeah, it's a strategy 2D 4X. You know, what do the 4 X's stand for? Exterminate, expand, explore. I can't remember. So let's put this in. Hovering over cowlets one time always has it selected. or not really selected. It's I think there are a lot of people who like 4X games. They're pretty popular, especially like the Paradox ones. I mean, when I first started playing Paradox games, they were like an indie, company, and now they're this like massive conglomerate of video game um, power. They like release all these other games and stuff. So I mean, they're selling tons of games. This game is open source though, and I'm gonna release it for free. So it's not really I know it's like 5 years from now before I'll be done. Uh, really selected, but just as if it was selected. And then let's put this comment in here. I always find one bug at the beginning of the stream. Anyways, you can still click on it, and then it brings up like the factions and stuff. And what I'm trying to fix here is if you recruit an army here, and then you turn this into, you spawn him, and then you attack somebody. Oh, well, that's a new bug. It should do a battle here, which I must have just now messed something up. And then once the battle is over, which we can't click on because it's hidden, they're supposed to retreat, but when they retreat back, they start a new battle wherever they get to, and that's not what's going on. Or not what's supposed to be going on. Did I get any bugs on that? I did. I wonder if it's because I changed that one thing. Where does it say that it got this? I bet you it is because I changed this. It really Visual Studio really wants me to change that. And sometimes I listen to it, sometimes I don't. There's gonna be a point here where I'm gonna need like a save game to load. No? I did just rename something. This is under token movement. It says it's not saved. That's weird. He is. He is in my. He's the person we were talking about with enums this morning. BRK, how's it going? I want to see what. There's like I said, there's always some bug at the beginning. No battle. What? Oh, you know what it is? I know what it is. It's because I renamed that thing. It doesn't know. Where is this thing? It's probably right here. It doesn't know what this is. See, this is the problem. I renamed this battle control from hero whatever, and so I need to drag this over here. Yeah, so I feel like it's hard. So the reason why I keep inviting everyone to my Discord is because I feel like this applies to Unity too. Like if you ask questions on like a lot of forums, I feel like you get kind of these arrogant answers. And I feel like when I was brand new, like if you're saying like I don't even know how to do anything, and you say like, let's say you say I don't know how to add a node to the inspector, someone's just gonna reply with some asshole response, and I feel like that drives people away from programming, and it shouldn't be that way. You're still gonna give me this shit? I dragged it over there. Is it the same bug? Destination county battle. See, this is what I get for renaming something. We fixed this one. There should only be one reference to that, but maybe there's multiple references. If there is, let's make them not be multiple references here. Wonder if I can search in this thing. It would probably be under... Let's see. Destination County Battle Control. Where are we here? Token movement has battle control in it, but that shouldn't be, we shouldn't be able to drag and drop battle control. That's a different, we want this to be like this too. Select county is this guy. And it's in there now. Just making sure this is when he gets there. Yeah. No battle. We need this, and it shouldn't say no battle. It's battle control. Whoops. Battle control. It's only these two spots that are referencing that. Start battle, destination county. Let's see here. Where are we getting this destination county from? I did comment this thing out, but it's not being used. Because otherwise this would be giving us issues. What else did I do before I started? That thing. I don't want to do that. This thing needs a thing here. For me, on this PC, I don't remember what the specs are. So I have two computers. One, this is also like my work computer. It's not as good as the one that I use for when I stream video games. The one that I stream video games is pretty good. But the reason I do this one because it's like it's like I keep them separate because otherwise I have to fuck with a bunch of shit when I change channels and stuff, log into stuff or whatever. But also, I'm an IT guy, and in real life, on my day, oh, I renamed that too. And I noticed that what happens a lot is if you have like the best computer ever, you're not going to get the same issues as the people who have a normal computer. So I want to do this programming like on a normal computer so that I can see what like. And my main worry about this is that as the game expands, it's going to start to kind of grind to a halt, just through all the different things that are going on. Destination County, battle control, start battle. So I commented this out, but this wasn't even here to begin with. I can just revert these. I feel like something weird's going on. It's going to restart my Godot. Every once in a while, you got to restart Godot. I just started it. I was messing around with GD script this morning because we were talking about enums or whatever. Yeah, so the other computer could handle coding as well, but it's so when because I have two different channels, it just seems like a pain in the ass for me to like switch between it because I gotta log out of fucking Stream Elements, gotta log out of Twitch, I gotta log out of fucking YouTube, and so it's easier for me just to log. They have two separate computers, and plus this is where my cat hangs out is up here, it's on my bed behind me, so that when I'm streaming coding stuff, I have a cat at least to talk to. Yeah, what the fuck did I do here? It's weird that it would do this no battle thing. Does this new battle print? It does. There's like two battles going on. I gotta stop this. um, Going through buttons. No battle. Workday is over. Destination county. I must have like. Oh, did I change? I bet you when I changed that thing with the -1 is when this went south. Because yesterday, uh, it was -1. Whoops. We'll get back to it. Yesterday it wasn't using -1, and then I added -1 in there. I'll show you the error message here. Uh, we gotta get it to it again. Just want to see something. New battle. No, it's a 1. Token destination is -1. Yeah, that's what the problem is. So it can't find it. It's basically saying there's no instance of this thing. This is the gigantic air thing. They actually fix it. It used to be when I hovered over these, like half of the air thing would be on my other monitor. Um, but it's actually it's because I put this -1 in here, I think. So it doesn't know the destination cat. It says it's fine there though. Let's do this. It says 1. Oh, I took this. I updated this activity. Here's our new battle. It gets past this though, and then it says destination county battle control. And that should be from where I dragged and dropped this in here. It's acting like this isn't here. Battle control. Start battle. GD print. Select county is get parent, get parent. That seems right. That's a possibility. Let's see here. That thing, is that exported? Let's see. Um, this is going to be over here. It is. So the remote would show. I want to get this error again here. It's because I fucked with something yesterday. or this morning. I mean, I guess that's the whole key here. This is in uh, Tillamook. Yeah, see, it doesn't know that there's something there. You know, there was a bug I had where it wasn't searching. It was a Visual Studio bug where it wasn't searching everything. So this should be here. Let's look at these other counties. Yeah, it's not here. This should be here. Where did I drag that over? That was right here. So this is on local. Um, and it's here when we start the game. So something is, this is either not, because this was missing. Uh, so it's either not getting assigned, and it should be called battle control. I guess with the other thing we could look for is battle control here. Check if there's a battle. You know, this is new. I wrote this. I bet you it's this check of battle thing because I wrote that. It could be that could be the problem. I think it's this check of battle. I think I wrote that yesterday and just assumed it worked, which of course I should not do. Whoops. What I should do is look at teleported over to there. It still has this same thing. If battle control is equal to null, there's something that is current battle control equals this. Um, that I didn't change. Current battle control. That's been around for a long time. Didn't I just comment this out? Do I have this in 2 spots? Oh, no, I commented that out. Current battle control. No bugs down there. The like I said, there's always a bug. Whenever I start a stream, there's always some strange bug that I wasn't expecting. So at this point, I'm used to it. So why is this getting nulled out? What we could do is I feel like there's another spot where this is getting assigned. This just has the separator. Where would it be? It would be under, it's because I renamed that thing is what the issue is. And I just got to find where this thing, I wonder if I can search for it up here. Battle control title is missing. Wonder if that's it. It's so weird how that happens. I feel like it's because like when you're getting close to being done for the day or something. So it wasn't that title. There's something missing here. Um, and what I need to do though, this is a good example of I can't click on this, um, of not having multiple things that I drag over, or because I like to rename stuff all the time. Spawn hero button. What was I calling it before? I was calling it hero control. All right, so here's battle log control. That's a different thing. That's a different thing. Let's look at main. So what I need to do is make sure that there's only one of these. There's only one of these, so like I have multiple of them probably, and that's when I rename that, the thing became empty, and now it can't find it. It could be. We already looked here. And build this again. Yeah, have a good rest of your day. Battle control. It's still running in the background. I want to see these other. All right, so we got rid of that thing. This has been there. Current attackers, battle control equals this. So I did rename this. Whoops. It used to say current battle. Then we're back to select county. Current battle. And that's where I was going to add it in. Let's do this. Let's put in under. So we need to know when that becomes null because it's already, it's already, well, it's going to be reach destination. So under token movement somewhere. We know the destination's right. Check if in battle was something I think I wrote yesterday. Target equals, so there's the start move. I guess we don't know if it's, this would play, let's look. Is this still running in the background though? This would say token county first name. So what is this person's name? Is Wayne an army? So they're probably an Wayne is probably their name. Where is Wayne? Let's look what this real person's name is. It's gonna be this is a big waste of the first hour. Jesus Christ. All right, this person's name's Keith. But we definitely, if there's two different places for this battle control, we're going to fix that. And we're going to not do that in the future. This person's name was Keith. Keith is a leader. Keith is at location of 3. So we know has location. Is that what that says? Yes. So we know it gets to this thing and it starts movement. And we know that his location is still good. So the destination county equals this thing. Hero spawn, global position, that's fine. Move true, so we're going to go to move true there, and then reach destination, which is down here. Remove from starting county and add from to destination county. Let's look, and then here's the new battle thing. And then this is the battle control. So for each instance, the player faction add to destination county, remove. So I think it's happening because there isn't much in between this, and we have the token destination right there because that's one of the, well, we need to figure out what's removing, making that null. I guess we could look at equals null. That's the only, I'm gonna have a bunch of those. If this is not start movement, oh yeah, we had all those other movement things happening too, but it's the battle control that's getting. I wonder if I named it something else. It was hero something or other. Hero something or other. We want, there's gonna be so many hero things. Gotta start out. Hero movement target, hero county list, hero boxes. There's gonna be so many hero things. So I did, this is where I added that -1, but it shouldn't, that's not the problem. Whoops, I can't go back. Hero list button. You know what I can do actually is look at this and see what I had it called before. What was that? That was under token movement. So I fixed that. Maybe it wasn't under token movement. Maybe it was under select county. Hero tokens control is what I had it named before. Let's see here. Yeah, well, we know it's there. Okay, so that doesn't exist. So what we're going to have to do to find out when this is changing, we're going to have to put it in like, we're going to have to find, we'll stick it to the camera and we'll put it underneath the camera. I have a script that probably has already in here. Yeah, it is. And so then we'll go if globals.instance.county parents, county's parent. I think that's 2. That's 1. Dot. We're gonna have to do this in 2 steps here. Select county. This is on the camera, so it's gonna be happening right off the bat. So actually, we got to do if this is not equal to null. One. What order is this going to happen? This is going to happen before everything. No, I think it goes up. I can never remember. uh, we need something else here. Get child. The brackets. There we go. If that is not equal to null, then, because we can't have it a null thing, we actually need this in process too. This shouldn't be, we need this down here. Oh, look, we were looking at destinations here too. I think Tillamook is one. Select county equals globals.instance.county's parent 1. But then we need to cast this thing. And then, whoops, I forgot get child again. Get child 1, and then we'll go select county dot battle control. But we need GD print, and we're just gonna have this print all the time. I want to see when it changes. Obviously, it's changing when we get to that thing. But when does it become null? Is it already null at that point? So this should be. Did I save that? This should be like a constant blasting in the if the not null thing works in the logs here. Yeah, so see, this is null, and we can do this, so we can just see that going. Wait, it shouldn't be null right now. It should have something right now. It should have it right here. When we put that, we dragged and dropped this in here. Am I looking at the right thing? Yeah. Select county. It's like this thing isn't sticking. Or there's something that's nulling it out, like right at the very first second. It's very strange. I'm closing this, and we're going to restart everything here. Not my computer. We're going to run this other thing too. I always run this usually like once a week. 2D 4X. It totally is like that thing's not sticking. Maybe I have a different thing. Oh, you know what it is? I know what it is. These aren't sticking because we have to delete these. I know what it is. So I guess that changes on those. Okay, so with the map editor, when we change anything in this county scene, we need to update our counties. And we need to do it from the map editor. That's what this is. Jesus Christ. We even fucked with the map editor like yesterday. We need to generate these counties, and they should happen down here. And hopefully we don't have any bugs there, because we did fuck with this. And maybe that will solve this weird shit. Then we're going to save the counties, which this I need to make an async. And then on this, for some reason, it doesn't change to show that these are there. Now this should be here. That's what it was. When I changed that name, I guess it retroactively changes it on these or something. Yeah, so now they have the thing. That's what it was, is I just forgot that I had to, every time I make a change in there, it's been a while. Well, let's test it. I was going to get rid of this fucking thing. There we go. How much time was that? 50 minutes wasted because I forgot my brain. So, well, let's see what this does now. We need to get this shit out of here. That's driving me crazy. So this is the part that we need. Gotta remember, if I fuck with the county thing, you gotta regenerate the counties. Okay, so that guy went home, and the battle ended. Oh, I just thought of something. We're gonna we're gonna be able to have it go back. There's a bug in there. Let me put that in my list. All right. We are going to have um, when an attacking hero is retreating, we need to make it so the player can't move the hero. So during its retreat, we need to turn off the player controls for it, which might be a pain in the ass. I'm just going to say it's going to be a pain in the ass. Let's put this down here. I'm just going to say it's a pain in the ass, because if I say it's going to be easy, it will be a pain in the ass. All right, let's get rid of this thing first. Oh, I was like, where's my Visual Studio? We need to go to the camera script here. Generally, I stick just random shit to the camera. So that is a downside to having the map editor, and I'm actually going to make that. I was thinking about a bunch of stuff, like even research, I think should probably have its, like, be part of the map editor, like adding and removing research. So where was this thing? Oh, I'm in the map editor's camera. I need this one. Let's just get rid of this. Let's get rid of that too. The destination. We don't need that shit. All right. So, problem solved. It was my forgetful brain again for the 100th time. Let's make this go to here. And so what were we going to work on originally? We are working on, so we need to make it, I need to see it when it retreats, the defending army retreats. We need to make it so that it doesn't start a new battle, which is kind of, the battle thing isn't actually being used that much. I have plans for it, but it might be a waste of time to try to implement those plans right now. Like yesterday, the attacker needed to lose, and I had all sorts of issues with that. We kept winning. Oh, it looks like we're gonna fucking lose again. I mean, we kept winning. We need to lose. God damn it, to test this and drink some coffee while I wait. Nice to know that that works. All right, this time we're gonna lose. I have a feeling. Whoops, I paused it. God damn it. Oh yeah, we also have, did we do it? I think I did. I did put in the thing if we both. It's a 4X game, so the goal will be to take over the whole map. But of course, this is not the whole map. This is just the test thing. So have you played like Crusader Kings or Hearts of Iron or any of those games, Dominions? Any strategy game? All right, looks like we're gonna win this time, unless we have some terrible rolls. We're getting there. I don't think we had this battle log open. Oh my god, we're gonna lose. All right, maybe there's a way for me to make it so. Yeah, so so that was what talking about the demand for these types of games. There's definitely like some people are not into them. Um, what type of game were you thinking? Because I know we talked about it briefly, maybe a platformer or something. Um, have you made up your mind on what type you're gonna do? What type of games do you like to play? Uh, I think if we go back to this is gonna break something, but I think it will be okay. Where are we setting expendable the number of 100 here? Okay, so here, oh, this is all the population though. It's not a okay. So what we could do though, we can set that at 100. Um, mission game. What kind of mission game? I don't know the specs on this one. I don't remember off the top of my head, but it's kind of okay. Um, it's I don't remember how much RAM it even has. 32 gigs. So it's all right. 12 cores, it's not like terrible or anything. Its graphics card feels outdated, but it's not that outdated. Uh, Fall Cry Call. Oh, okay. So that if you're trying to make one of those, that's going to be very difficult. Um, that's going to be a lot of work because you're going to have to deal with animations, like 3D animations and stuff. That's going to be. I would start with something much similar. Um, something very simple. What we can do here, county attacker attacks county defender. County defender attacks county attacker. I think we can trick this and go county. This is so confusing. I've said I need to rearrange how this works. So the defender attacks and the attacker attacks. We want the attacker county. We might be able to do right here. We're just gonna cheat and make it always 100 if this will work. Yeah, so your computer's pretty good. All right, let's see if this cheating works here. So it might go down one, but then it should go back to 100. No, it didn't. My cheating didn't work. Oh, we might win anyways. Okay, so it's doing the thing here. So that's what we were trying to get to, which took us 59 minutes. Us as in me. This didn't work. And it wasn't giving us errors. Huh. Oh, this because this only happens one time. This it should work. We can cheat that way, I think. I'm going to put a note on here, though. This is just for testing. And so once again, now we're back to the thing. Maybe I should take a quick break. I'm going to take a quick break, and then we'll be like I started fresh. All right. Let me take a quick break, and I will be back in less than 5 minutes here. All right. So, what were we doing? We're back to where I started. Let me start my music that you guys can't hear. And let's go back to this thing. So that we just need to assign this thing. Because then we know the attacker's battle, but the attacker actually, we don't know what the battle is, which is kind of a weird thing that we don't know what this battle is. The battle just keeps track. So, it doesn't really matter. No, we need to get rid of it regardless, because there's like a list that it keeps track of. The war would still be there. We want to get rid of this battle somewhere, so we need to store it. Probably the battle control actually would be a better spot, because we're going to have multiple battle controls. So let's go back to this battle control that I fucked with, wherever the hell it is. Doesn't look like I have it open. That's going to be on the counties, so we're going to want to rebuild the counties after I fuck with this. Because otherwise, is that what we were just looking at? It is. So let's go back to the select token. And let's get rid of this one, because I don't think we need it there. Let's go back to here. Let's put in... Oh, I don't have private in here. I try to always make these private, the actual thing typed out. So we're going to have a private battle, and we're going to call it battle. And then on this start battle, we need to assign this somewhere. So we have this select county. So when we do this start battle, probably it needs to, we probably need to pass in the battle. And then we can do This is going to break the other thing, but that'll be fine. Then we'll just do battle. We'll say current battle. And then we'll know what the battle is, which we'll know that, but we're going to go to wherever this bug is. And here we need to pass in this battle. Right here. Perfect. Then when we go back to this battle control, we have somewhere in battle, and we're going to go, we need the list, which I think we have. How we assigning this up here? We're just getting the parent. We actually have it in the battle. We know the battle location because of this thing. And this is a county data, huh? All right, well, that's fine. We could make it a select county. Well, we'll leave it like that until we see if there's any issues. So back to this thing. Yeah, so what we can do, where did my end battle go? In battle, we can go battle location. That's going to give us the select, or no, that's going to give us the county data. Where is this list of battles being stored? I think it's under the faction. Let's go back to main here. Let's run this so we can see this thing. What are these bugs going on down here? Were those real bugs or were those something else bugs? Oh, those are the bugs from the thing before. We don't give a shit about those. So under here, we should have our factions, and I think I can't remember how I did this either. Faction, oh, I called it faction data, weird. I usually call them faction resources now. Diplomacy. Is it diplomacy where we're storing this battle? Can't remember anything. We want this though. That's what we just put in. So this is under token movement. We're creating this battle location, and then it's county data is where we have this. So that's actually where we want it. That would have been a really battle location is the county data. Battles we want to remove battle. I don't know if this is possible. We're going to remove itself from this list. I don't know if that's a thing you can do. We're going to access itself to get the location, and then we're going to remove the itself from. I don't know if that's allowed. Let's see if we can do that. That's how I like to learn, is just do things and see if they work. Somebody needs to. It doesn't matter who's gonna. Okay, well we're gonna win because we have that cheat in there. Except it only happened once. Oh, there it is. Which is kind of interesting that it only happens every once in a while. It should happen every hour. Okay, so we didn't get an error from the battle though. We got an error, the standard error, which is fine. Because it's still it's checking. So when it moves and it gets there, so this token basically, when this token gets here, it's trying to continue this battle. Uh, because it's battle control. So we need to check in its token movement. So this was the thing we were getting to yesterday. It's going to be reach destination if army leader equals false. So it's going to be equal true. Add to destination county. For each war in the player faction data war. Oh, so this isn't going to... So first off, it's checking all the wars that the players in, but this is, we don't care about the players' wars right now. We care about the tokens wars. And so what do we got up here? Do we have a token movement is going to be, we're going to need a parent of that. We could assign it because on the select token we have, get out of here, what county population it is. And I think I already, I wonder what I was using this for. I can't remember. Well, we'll see if I notice it's gone. So the token movement, let's look at our token. They should all be the same. So we have like a hero token here. Yeah, we can just get parent. We don't need to get two parents. So here, let's go back to our thing. It's here that the problem is. So we're going to want a select token, and it's going to equal get parent. And then we need to cast this thing. And then, whoops, we have this thing, and then it's for each war in select token dot faction, nope, dot county population dot faction data. All right, so now it's going to check. It's no longer going to check just for the player wars. It's going to check for the war that particular token's faction is in. So that's one thing that was, I set up. It wasn't wrong. It worked for the time, but this is better, hopefully. I guess we should test that just to make sure the standard, it still works up to what it's currently doing. And then if we can get in a war, then we'll just stop it or get into a battle. War and battle. Okay, so it still works. So that works. So then if the destination county data faction data equals this war, or it's at war with this person, so if they're either one of them are at war with each other, because they could, it seems like we should only have to check one. Wonder why I made it so that we were checking both. Then it does a new battle, which we don't want a new battle actually. Yeah, new battle right there. We want to check if the battle location if they're at war, the token location equals the destination. Are we not doing that right there? We are. Wonder why I have this in twice. I'm going to take that out of there. There's probably a reason, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to take it out of there anyways because we already have it. And then we're going to test what I just fucked up. That's the key. The key component is to figure out what I fucked up. I often think, like, why is this here? It doesn't need to be here. And then it does need to be there. Well, that seems to be working. Just going to give it a second. Well, let's click on something. Okay. So we didn't need that shit because, I mean, it's happening right here. Maybe this was older code. We could also rename this. We could add, let's do that. Let's put this check for battles. Is that what I named that thing earlier that I commented out? Enter combat. Let's get rid of this because I don't remember what that was for. Then we're going to generate this puppy. You know, I've always wondered why these system things keep appearing up here. And a lot of times I'm not using them. And it's because I generate these things like this. And this is a system thing. Okay, so check for battles. Then this will go through, and it looks like we don't have to do much here. If this equals that, so the war is still going to be going on, but we need to have so the AI guy is retreating, and he gets to his province or his county that he owns, and it's currently, this is the problem, is this thing is trying, it's like, yes, there's a war going on, so there should be a new battle. But the thing is, there isn't a new battle. There shouldn't be a new battle there because there's no enemy present. So what we need to do, because there could be an enemy present, we need to check if first we need to go through the visitor list. So for each destination, what are you doing there? Destination county, that was in county data, I think, visitor population. For each one of the, we got to go, this is going to be county population. Come on, fingers. County population in this list. So we actually have to do two things. This is going to be kind of complicated because we have currently, if there's nobody there, if there's nobody on the visitor, it creates, the defender is created as the defending leader is created and it fights. That's probably what this start battle thing does. For each attacker in this, that's not what this does. Where did I write this check last week? So it needs to instantiate and spawn this guy. Spawn is the word I want. Yeah, defend. So where is this? This is under diplomacy. And this happens, let me look here. I'm pretty sure this happens immediately once the war is declared, not when they get there. I see a flaw with that concept too. So this happens immediately, and then let's go back and make sure the other thing happens. We're going to go to this other province, this one. Okay, so that one also works still. So that works if we're attacking the diplomacy. So that won't have an effect right now. I think this is going to get fucked up later, though. I am almost positive it's going to get fucked up. So if it's retreating and it gets to the destination and we need to have it not create a new battle, even though they're at war. We could put like a bool in, because we're gonna actually need a bool in this. Let's get rid of this. We're gonna need a bool in select token because earlier when I said we're not going to want to be able to control the player's thing if it's retreating, so we're going to need a bool in here anyways. Let's put it underneath. Whoops, I don't know what I just hit. Is selected. Let's put it underneath. I guess we'll make it an export so we can see it. Private public bool is retreating. And then, so this might actually be easier than, so that was under, what did I just put this under? Select count token. So the token is retreating. So if this is this or that, or we don't know, we do know, select token dot is retreating equals false. Let's put this down here. Am I at 200? I am at 200. I like to keep it bigger so it's easier to see. If it's retreating is false, then a new battle started. Otherwise, there's no battle. So then when you lose the battle, which we got to go back to where that is, it's under the battle control. We need to tell the token army flees. Both have 0 morale. The attacker, we need to go into army flees, and we need to set the county pop. Oh, it'll be fine. I was like, this is gonna be a bummer. We'll do it right. We'll do it at the top. County population dot token dot is retreating equals true. Then when we get to the destination, when we get token movements, when we reach destination, we got to make that false for forever. Where I just saw it, add to destination county. We're going to put, we'll put it right here. Token dot is retreating equals false. So this always resets is retreating to false just in case. So it doesn't matter, like even every time it goes to anywhere, it's gonna turn off the is retreating. We're also gonna have to put a thing where it gets a little bit of morale back, because I want each hour for it to generate like some morale so they could fight another war. Uh, let's go here. Let's go here. Let's fight our war, and then let's see what happens. See, this is where we should have been at 25 minutes in. We're cheating, of course. I guess I could speed up time. Let's speed up time. 4 times. Man, we were getting some bad rolls there. Good thing we're cheating. Okay, this still popped up, though. Alright, so we unsubscribed, I'm pretty sure, from the hourly battle, but it's still happening. Let's see, token movement. Let's go back and double check my logic here. It was under battle control. Army flees. End battle. County captured has end battle. Did we get a county captured in there? County captured. So we got to this. This is removing the battle, which is what we want, and we also unsubscribe from that hourly change. Is the token keeping track? It is keeping track of the battle control. So possibly what's happening is the battle control is, since it's keeping, there's a separate one, it's making like a copy of them for on each. It should be the same one when they. So the attacker has the battle control assigned to it. The defender shouldn't. Check if battle. If token dot battle control is not equal to null in the battle. What was this thing I was trying to do yesterday? Let's see what this does. I don't remember why this was. I guess we were. I don't know what we were doing there. But let's see what it does. Let's see if I'd already solved this problem that I commented out earlier. There was some idea behind this here. What is this? Oh, I thought this person's name was Jodie Foster, and I was like, that's a good random one. Then we'll 8 time it here. Okay, so it's still subscribed. So let's go to this hourly battle. Let's go to this hourly battle. Oh, is it a capital H? Guess I could uncheck that other thing. And what we'll do is we'll add in. I'm curious where it's getting this. And then we'll add in this other print. Is it happening twice? We'll add in the defenders. And we'll see who's causing this. County defenders. County attacker. Alright, I don't like that, but we've learned our lesson on renaming shit, right? I guess not really. I'm still gonna rename shit constantly. It's just how it rolls for me. What was this thing? Oh, I didn't see this new Joker comment from ages ago. Ages. Alright, let's have our cheating start. I'm almost done with my coffee, which is a bummer. Oh, this doesn't give us any information. Well, it gives us some. I'm wondering if one will go null. Yeah, so see, one's null. So one of these still has a battle control assigned to it. So I didn't think we were assigning them. Hmm. Let's look at this again. So this is in token movement. Check for battles. This was the logic I was going to double check. If, oh, maybe we put this and is retreating equals false. So it's got to be these things and this. Let's see. I think that might be, because if it's just or, it's always going to do that because it should be false most of the time. Christine Walker. Come on. Let's 8 time it. Okay, so it's still. And it says no battle down here. New battle. In 2. 0, 1, 2. That is 2. It's generating a new battle. So when does this happen? This is the problem. This needs to be up here. No, but it has to be down here because, so, okay. So when we add to destination county, it's making the retreat is false. And then it's checking for battles. So that's not going to fly. So we need to put this somewhere else. I guess we can just stick it right. No, that won't work either. We need to have it check. So after it checks all this stuff, I guess we have to put it here. Where is this thing, though? It would be much better if it was in here. We might need to move this inside, add to destination county. And then we would like check for battles. Update everything. Check for battles. Then, whoops. I guess I don't have that on my clipboard anymore. County. Do we have token? We have token already. Is retreating equals false. We need it like that. So then back up to here. We don't want to check for battles twice. Then we can check here. 22 bugs. They're all the same bug. And speed this shit up. And it's still not working. What is it doing? It's starting a new battle every time. See, it should be going to here. What happens if we do this first? We're going to make like a tree here. What do they call it? A pyramid. We're going to make a pyramid. I'm curious because I feel like it's not checking this right. If is retreating equals false, check this, else gd print is retreating, retreating, is that how you, no, yes. And then let's fix this thing. Oh, you don't like this, huh? Yeah, I feel like that's not working right. And you know what I'll do is I'm gonna paste that into Chat GPT once it's done and tell it to make this look prettier, and it will make it look prettier probably. That's a thing I've learned to do because then it also helps me see what the issues are. It's going good. How are you, Lord Mac? I'm cheating in the battle, so the attacker always wins. It should. See, that was the problem. It wasn't checking that thing right. We gotta delete the battle. And that part already works. Did it say is retreating? It did. So that was the problem, is my is retreating thing wasn't being checked right. So let's put this into Chat GPT and tell it to make it pretty. And I bet you, I'm missing a thing here. I bet you it will say there's a much better way to do this. Yeah, because we have it's currently only keeps the location, but it's not a. I have a feeling we're gonna, because remember we were talking about like the logs and stuff. I want that battle thing to have like the logs and stuff in it. Oh, but except we're deleting them, so that doesn't make it. We might not even need the battle things. Can you make this better? Certainly. um, if this is retreating, return. Oh, look at all this shit. Oh my god. Is this better? Or is this worse? Is county part of war? New battle. Handle battle. Why is this better? Extracting the logic for checking if a county is part of war into a separate method. Used earlier return to simplify the kind of. Okay, so the earlier return makes sense. People are always telling me to do that. Create a separate method to handle the actions we take when a battle is detected, improving the main method's readability. Combine some conditions for better clarity. Removed unnecessary comments and improved existing ones. I feel insulted. What are my unnecessary comments? There's only one comment in here. What did you change it to? Chat GPT. Alright, let's see what this does. Let's see if it still works. I always save the old thing. Look at all these different things it made. Are we getting any errors? Sometimes it just, what it writes is broken. Yeah, I don't even know if we need the battle thing. I feel like we do, and I feel Hey, look, it's your mom, your wife, your sister, a family member. Uh, I feel like we do need to keep track of battles somewhere, and it's currently just the location. But yeah, it will become more apparent probably later when there's hit points and damage and shit. All right, so that still works. I was just waiting to see if anything else broke. Uh, so let's delete this. I'm gonna put a note on this though. Chat GPT refactored the code below this. Because sometimes I look at stuff and I say, why did I write it this way? But I didn't. Yeah, this does not look like something I would write. Uh, okay, now we have that issue fixed. Let's go back to our list of issues because that was. We do need to do this. I don't know why I got so oh, I know why. Because I think I need to rewrite how movement works. An event log if the player won or lost the battle. That's pretty important. So let's do that one next. That shouldn't be that hard. Oh man, I said it. I said if uh, continue battle. It's the same movement, but I want it so that the AI can move stuff. They currently can't move shit. And it's set up to. I mean, it is moving. That retreat is happening. But I think it probably needs a rewrite to make it less player centric so that the AI is included in some of this stuff. So a lot of this stuff basically is written currently just for the player to be able to do it, which isn't bad, but you know, the AI needs to be able to do it too. But I needed it to work first for the player so that I could figure out how it works, you know. Yeah, exactly. Uh, so after the attack, button up, I'm too far, end battle. Both sides have 0. Attacker has 0. Defender has 0. All right, so what we can do here is we can go event log dot instance dot add log. Let's put a $sign in here. My ideas of making, maybe I should, so yeah, I guess we'll go back. We'll do the right thing here. And I'll say what I'm talking about in a second. All text. I want all the text to be on its own thing, and I keep skipping and not doing this. Public class so that it's easy to set up localization or whatever. Battle, and then we'll do public constant string lost battle equals has lost the battle. And then we'll go back over to the thing and we'll go squigs, county, attacker token, all text, battle, lost battle. We need another quote here. Exactly. It's the one step at a time thing here. Then we'll put that there, and then we'll put here. Defender. Defenders. I don't know why there's an S at the end of that, but we're gonna leave it because who gives a shit, right? I already renamed one thing. Right when I started the stream, I renamed something and fucked up the whole first hour of the stream. Looked like a complete fool on the internet. Okay, let's do this. The defender is always gonna lose it. All we're doing is looking at this over here. Is raising armies. I thought nothing was happening for a second. I should speed it up. Okay. Oh, character body. Yeah, that's not what we want. Select token dot county population dot first name, and this is kind of long here. Do we have a county population already in this thing? We don't. Maybe we do up here. I should just start typing. Nah, we don't. It's fine. I was just trying to be lazy. The fuck is going on here? Population dot last name. I feel like I should. What is going on here? Also have. You know what? Go over here. You go down here. You go space plus. There we go. Copy all this shit again. Copy all this shit again. Defenders. Defenders. KD. Doesn't like that all the time. Manually move this shit over. Okay. Now, one more time here. I guess I can put that cheat out. Let's get rid of that cheat. Well, it's too late now. Where the fuck was that? Equals 100. It's right here. It's not going to apply this time, but that way we can have a more random selection here of things. Okay. I swear to God, I just saw this little thing move. I swear to God, I just saw that capital looking thing move. Yeah, what's up with that thing? Is it still happening? No, that's weird. So that bug that I found earlier has solved itself. It's probably when I regenerated the counties. The counties were outdated. Okay. I'm going to slow it down, though, when we get close to... No, it didn't move. Then can we move you around still? Uh-oh. Oh, he teleported, too. That's going to be because we fucked with, like, destinations and stuff. So the solution for this one didn't solve this solution. Or it didn't really solve anything. It just put off our issues. This is done, though. This is fixed. We need a more concrete solution. So let's go back to that. It's this test. It's the thing that ChatGPT just rewrote for us. If it's retreating, so the problem is it's not retreating in that particular case. So the battle is still going. It's still somewhere it's saving this battle shit. And we looked, it's one of these things is the battle control is there's two of them and there should only be one. And so I'm wondering if, and I was assigning it to the token, and maybe we don't want to do that right here. because it was just making it easier to assign it here. What happens if we get rid of this? What is this going to cause? I'm just waiting for these bugs to pop up here. Here they are. And so if we get rid of this thing, we don't actually really need this. And here's 3 of our checks right here. 3 of our uses of that. Or maybe we do need that, but I didn't see it really doing much. And then that's just assigning it to the token. We must be using it somewhere. You know what we're probably using? Current battle, no. That might not solve anything, but if we don't need shit, let's not use it, you know? Let's not have extra shit that we don't need. You know, I was looking at the sex label earlier, and we don't actually need to have a title for it, I don't think. Well, we know that one works. Okay, so it's still the same problems there. We don't need that thing though. So that was a pointless assignment here. It's so what is causing this war to happen every time? So at this point, let's think about this because this is actually a different issue. It's a different issue with the same outcome. I know what it is. It's this thing. The thing that I keep staring at. That ChatGPT did rewrite for us. We do need the local. Where the fuck is this thing? Is county part of war? Why doesn't it happen? Maybe it does when we go to our own county because we're not in war yet. But I bet you it does. This is something we haven't tested. I was watching this other streamer and he had this bug that he was working on. And he was like, this is an extreme edge case that rarely happens. And then it happened to him like 10 times in a row. And I was like, I don't know. Edge cases that's like a term that's used all the time, but I don't know how edge case like how oh, see, it does. It's got a problem regardless. Yeah, this check sucks. I mean, this is not the code ChatGPT wrote. The code I wrote sucks. This worked for like 10 seconds and only in one case. Yeah, so like edge case stuff, to me, it feels like if it happens twice, then it's no longer an edge case. And it was nothing against that other streamer guy. It's just, all right, so this is the problem. If we're at war with any faction, anywhere we go, we declare war. A battle has started. Yeah, if I'm since I play so many indie games, if I'm playing an indie game and it happens to me, then it's not an edge case. If that makes sense. You know, because I only play them for like 3 hours. A lot of them. If I can run into a bug in 3 hours, then it's and because this is what I feel like when they say it's an edge case, that means that they're not going to really think about it that much. Like it's not that big of a deal because it's so rare. Uh, all right, yeah. So this is the problem. The problem is that this is a piece of crap. It doesn't work for the test at all. So once you're at war with someone, anywhere you go, it's going to be like, hey, are you at war? Sure, then start a battle. So what we need to do is no, it's checking. Okay, this is the problem. It's this whole thing. It's checking if is it the attacker's county? If it is the county you're going into, is it the attacker's county? Yes, well then start a war. Is it the defender's county? Yes, then start a war. So it needs to be when you're moving, it should only check if it's the defender's thing. But then once again, the defender was retreating. And then it starts a war because the defender's being checked. So we got to figure out a way to do this. I'm going to take oh, no, I got 5 minutes. Isn't this a duplicate? If select token is retreating, why are we checking this again? Shouldn't this have already busted this out right here? Why are we checking is retreating twice? Yeah. How you feel about that, cheap chat GPT? You feel like a fucking idiot, right? Oh, it doesn't have feelings. All right, this we can get rid of this. And we actually just need, what is this thing doing? We'll just put this like this and then get rid of this. And then, but that's still wrong. This is where I'm the fucking idiot. So how do we have to look? So we have to look when you're moving, you need to check your destination county to see if it's at war. So the is retreating thing will work with the retreating thing, and this should be, because you're an attacker, this should just be, we don't even need to check this shit, I don't think. Not in this way. We don't need this anymore either. We don't need this. If county is part of war, destination county equals county data destination county. We need the defenders. Well, that's not necessarily true though, because what happens if the defender of the war attacks you? You know what I mean? Like you declare war on somebody and then they attack you. So we need two checks. We need to check if you're at war and if you own the county. Either way. So check if. So this is right to a point. No, it's checking the county data's faction though. But the problem is it's checking, yes, that county is in a war, but it's your county. Or they like win a battle and they're counterattacking, you know. There's obviously going to be, no, once you attack, they can never attack. That would be quite a bummer for the defender. I feel like there's some board game that what game was that the attacker was at a distinct advantage. All right, so this is what we need to do. This check if county part of war, but we also need to check if you own that county. So is it a part of war? This is going to return. Is it the part of return? What is this going to do? Faction data. What are we returning here? This because I didn't write this. I got to figure out. Is okay. So this is checking. Does this even work? Now that we changed some stuff. I did figure out the problem was, so it's because I renamed that thing. So when I rename the county scene is generated, I have to regenerate all the counties with my map editor, and I totally forgot that if I change anything in the county scene, I have to regenerate all my counties. It doesn't take that long. I just forgot that I had to do it. So it was when, so I kept saying like, no, this is here, this thing's here. It was there in this packed scene. It just that they're saved, and I have to read. So the minute I figured that out, so it only took 55 minutes to figure out that I needed to delete that and then just regenerate the scenes, or the counties, because I like have this map editor that's part of the game for later, uh, and you generate the counties and then you can save the counties. Uh, Yeah, I knew I would. It's the amount of time, that is wasted because of my terrible memory. But yeah, have a good night. And if you have any more questions or whatever, feel free to ask. They're like 55 minutes. I would say so. Right after I figured that out, I took a break, and it's like now I'm back to where I should have been an hour. Let's test this thing though. Let's test here. Yeah, no problem. All right. I just want to make sure that this works before we mess with this more. Let's go to 8 time. I mean, up till the bug that we were getting. And then I'm going to take a break. So retreating works because we have that retreating thing. I think that we might be able to get rid of that retreating thing too once we figure this thing out. Because all it needs to do is it needs to check that is this faction at war. Then do you own this county? And if you do, then don't start a battle. All right, I'm gonna take a quick break though, and I will be back in less than 5 minutes. I gotta stop my music that you guys can't hear. All right, be right back. All right. Oh, that was a long break. I was outside looking at Reddit on my phone. It's like I've totally become addicted to my phone. I've noticed. I'm always just like, might as well look at Reddit. Like I can't be alone with my thoughts for more than 10 seconds. Might as well look at my phone. All right. Let's see. What were we doing? We're going to fix this thing. So this needs to check if... So the problem with this is that we don't know if it's always, wait, is it always going to be the attacker? What is this attacker? Where are we assigning? Because when you're moving, look at all this. Let's get rid of this thing. I don't remember what this is, and it doesn't seem to do anything. So let's just get it out of here. Let's look at attacker here. War.attacker faction data. Okay, so this is let's rename this and fuck our whole lives up here. We're gonna call this aggressor attacker data. Is that what? No, this is no. Faction data. Because I'm using the term attacker too much, and it's getting attack and attacker, and so we need to have this like aggressor, and then we need something, because aggressor would be the war starter. Then what's an acronym? No, synonym for defender synonym. All of these suck. Defender, war defender. You're the aggressor. Opposite of aggressor. How did you know? Defender, non-belligerent, dove. None of these. None of these are. Defender works so well. I guess we'll live with defender for now. Okay, so this is the aggressor in the war. The war aggressor is not the same thing as who's attacking the county. And that's the big difference here that's causing the problems. Is at the beginning it was for the first thing, because we only had one token moving in, and you're always the aggressor. But there's a point where the aggressor / attacker. So you declare on war on someone, and they're both at war now. It doesn't really matter who's at war. You want to check. I guess it just needs to check if you own the faction or own the county or not, because you're not going to declare war on a county. That's all it needs to check. Do you? But who's you? Who is you in this situation? So the you in this is this token. So that's okay. So that's easy. We know what the token is. Is county part of war? So we know what the token is. We have a get parent here somewhere, or we can make a new one. Do I have it like in ready or something? God damn it. Get parent. Check for battles. Thinking if there's a way, I guess we could pass in this select token. Sure. Why the hell not, right? Select token. then the select token has a county population and a faction data in it. So then we need to check the destinations. Oh, here we go. Here we go, right here. We need to check if this, we're going to change this whole thing around here. If this thing, why are you being a little finger? What's wrong with you? Okay, well, we'll just type this up here. If is equal to destination county data faction data. So if your faction data, we need to return. What are we returning in this thing? This thing it wrote is. Let's just ask it. Let's just ask it what. I need to add this to is county part of war. So let's see where it puts this thing. Now we don't need the is retreating in there. We already talked about this. So how is this? Let's look at this return here. So get rid of this thing. It's easier for me to read it on Visual Studio. Oh, it doesn't know I changed that name. What the fuck? KD. All right, you don't like this. We don't need this is retreating because this has already been checked. And so this is going to be aggressor because I renamed this. Aggressor faction data. County data dot faction data equals aggressor county data, or county data dot faction data equals defender data, and select county. Oh, wait, we need this thing. I deleted it. And I think we actually want the opposite of what this is saying. We want it to be the and this needs to equal not the, they need to be, okay, I can't do that, I guess. They need to not equal. I need to do this. Here we go. And then now can, well, you won't make this pretty for me. And then let's move this down here. I like these things to be down one so I know that it's continuing the thing that's above it. And this is going to return a bool, I guess. I mean, that's what it's doing. I feel like this is less readable when it's like this, but I guess if a pro would be able to read that shit, no problem. All right, so let's see how this works out. You know, Lord Mac, I found this Nookrium video that had a list of like new strategy games that were coming out, and I was able to add a couple of them to my wish list. I don't know if you're still around, but you should check it out. I think it came out like last week. He's got a lot of good, well, I don't know if they're good, but they could be good. They had a lot of demos. I played a couple of the demos. One of them, Heroes Hour, one of them I'm pretty sure is made by the guys who made Heroes Hour, which is like a thing here. So we can test this if he moves. So there's no battle, which is right. let's see. So we're going to declare war on this guy. Well, that's an interesting bug. We never tested for that. If we're already in a war, can we add another war? We've never done that. We need this guy to lose. Equals 100. We need this guy to lose the battle now. And then once he loses the battle, man, I feel like Sundays I do a better job of programming, but not today. Maybe it's not, it's unrelated to the day. I need to like keep a track of data or something to see. Oh, I think I said this yesterday. I thought of an idea to fix this where you can't tell who this is. Put a tooltip on here so you can just hover over and it will tell you. All right, sucker. Okay, so that worked. Then let's send this guy home. All right, so currently, I think we fixed it with ChatGPT's help. Retreat from combat is now working. And we still have a lot of time left, so... we have a new problem, though. Starting a second war causes... well, is a problem. Starting a second war. Let's actually deal with that first. I was going to say we'll do that later, but I think as we fix that, we might come across some other things. So once again, we need to win a war. Well, I guess we don't need to win. We need to get to a second war. So we'll fight this first war. Actually, let's retreat from this. We'll start the war. Then let's head home and see what happens. Okay. Then we're going to start another war over here and we'll see what happens. Okay. So that worked. Can we retreat? That's still going. It never ends. All right, let's fix retreating then. And then if we fix retreating... Do I not have retreating on here? I feel like I had retreating on here. Maybe it worked for a second. Retreating... When no, that's a different issue. It would have been in done. Retreating from combat, I have it as marked as done. We need to go back. We need to get in here and undone it. Reopen. Because that didn't, it kept fighting. Maybe that is the null thing that I just deleted. Come over here. There's a lot of stuff on this list. Come over here. It doesn't, if you undo it, it doesn't return back to its spot. At least it didn't used to. All right. Somebody's calling me. Calling me on my cell phone? What a ridiculous concept. Hang up on them. How dare they call me on their cell phone? I sent an email to my doctor because I'm actually getting surgery on this lump on my face finally. On Tuesday, but this was like a month or two ago, and I have this other lump on my other side of my face that they won't cut out. And I emailed my doctor, and their response was like, "You need to use the phone to call me, or to call to schedule or to ask these questions." Because I was like, "Well, what do I do if you guys won't cover this?" And it just like, really, I got to use a phone to like talk on the phone? That's insane. All right, what are we doing here? We got to retreating from combat did not work, and I wonder if it worked. I think it was that thing I deleted where I was like, what is this? It needed a better comments in there. I have, a lot of the emails that they send you to, you can't reply to. So you ask them a question and they'll like follow up. They'll be like, you'll ask a question like, I have a pain in my knee. Let's say, I'm just making shit up here. What should I do? And they'll reply back, you need to schedule an appointment. And then let's say but you can't reply to that email. So you couldn't say like, how do I reschedule an appointment? Let's say that was your question. It's very bizarre. And there's Salesforce, which is like this program that, it's a website too that tons of people use. That program strips out the replies when someone so you email a person and let's say you open a ticket. They reply back. They've stripped out your reply and then you reply back again and the replies are always stripped out. So you have this email thread that every time they reply, you don't know what the fuck they're talking about. So if you have multiple tickets open, you're like, which fucking ticket is this? Because they keep stripping it, and I wonder why they do that. It's like the dumbest shit ever. So I often will paste back in the conversation when I'm having with them. It'll be like, no, because then they don't know what I'm talking about. They're like, well, you can do this, and I'm like, we already talked about this, motherfucker. It's insanity. All right. Did I already turn you in? Yeah, you're already a leader. We're going to go over here. We're going to join the fight. We're going to pause it. We don't need to pause it. We're going to go back here. Yeah, you know what? I think that thing I got rid of was, where was that? Token movement. I think it was right here. No, it was not here. Select, where was that shit? The thing I was like, I don't know what this is. Wasn't here. It might have been here. No. You know where I can just look here. I feel like it was under token movement. Check if in battle. What does this do? Start movement. This is what this was. Can I reset you? What if I click this button? Undo the whole change. Okay, we're fine. But I got rid of that battle thing because we didn't need it. Okay, so but that's fine. That's fine. We're fine. We'll go back over here and we'll figure out what is going on here. That was in token movement. Check for battles. Check for battles. Check if in battle. So this is if we start the move. So this should be like, this is for retreating from battles, is what this was doing. And we got rid of the current battle on the token because this is the only thing we were using it for. I wonder if there's another place we can pull this from. So this is the token. Maybe we should... No, check if in battle is actually a pretty good name, I think. Check if retreating? Maybe we'll call it that. Check if retreating. Because I need to check if retreating. There we go. That'll make more sense. Because I was like, why are we checking if it's in the battle? What is that for? And we can do this without assigning this to the token by going token, by going select county. We have the in select county. I'm pretty sure we are keeping track of nothing. I'm pretty sure we're keeping track of county data. The battles. We are. So select county equals globals dot instance dot county parents get child Token, county population, location. Then this goes there. Then we need select county. Whoops. Select county. And then this will be if select county, county data, battles is greater than 0. What's your problem? Your problem is, oh, you're an array though. Are you an array? What are you? Oh no, you're a list. Count. And then if it is, see, the current battle is currently being saved in this battle log control thing, which I actually, it works, but I'm not sure it's the best move. We might want to save it to this thing here. But we also could put, or sorry, battle control there. Well, let's think about this. Let's take that out for a second. So we have, because so I was saving to the token out of laziness. The battle control. The battle control is the control in the county. Oh, you know, there can be multiple of those, can't there? I don't know. We'll worry about that later. Right now, there can only be one battle, so we could just, but that's only, well, we'll give our location, but we already know the location. Where are these battles being saved? See, it's just a list of battles. But it's not the battle control, it's a list of the battle thing. I think this should have the battle control in it. I think this will solve some issues later. Oh, hey, let's try that thing. I wonder if I do this. Control period? I gotta select them both. Control period. Generate what? Field assign constructor. I mean, that looks right, but there's also, you know, what looks right is this thing. I need to check another public class here because I think I'm doing something wrong with this particular public class. And it's working just because it's close enough. Where do I have a public class? Because county data is not a public class. I don't know where I have a public class, so we'll pull it out of my public class list here. Battle. County population is a public class? No, it is right. For some reason, I felt like that was wrong. All right, then we'll just get rid of this one. Okay. This still really wants that other thing. Use primary constructor. I don't know what the fuck that is. It wants me to put it up here. Is what it wants. This must be because, you know, I switched from net 6 to net 8, and that's when this started asking me wanting me to do this. Let's do it and just see what happens. I don't know. Well, this is how I learn, and then I what? Okay, so we're gonna have some bugs here. Well, those are the same bugs. All right, so before we get this bug happening, when we assign this battle, we now need to assign the battle control for it, which is right here. So this is a new battle, and we're assigning it to the county data, and we need to add in the battle control. This is in token movement, though. So we're creating this battle, and the token movement doesn't know shit about the battle control, but you know what does is the destination county. So we actually don't need this, now that I think about it, because if we know the location, the battle control will know it. In the county data, select county must have a battle control somewhere, right? Did I not see this earlier? We don't need this. Maybe I'll assign it here anyway. No, we don't need it. Let's go back. We'll still make this the primary whatchamacallit. And we'll keep the location. We need this. This is good. Fix yourself. This is good enough. We go back to that other thing, because where we already knew the battle, where I was trying to figure this out, wherever it was. Where's my bug? And we go select county, battle control, and then we go select county, battle control equals null. Do we not have this in our fucking in battle thing? Why wouldn't we just null this out right here? Why would we do this on its own? Is there any reason to not put this in here? Like, why wouldn't we have this? What was this thing doing? It's getting rid of the battle control that... Oh, that's gonna fuck us long term, though. Yeah, we don't want to do that. We don't want to ever make that null. Because what that is... I think maybe the way I'm doing these battles is not good. So what that would do is that would clear out this thing, and we need to know what this is at all times. So there's a battle control that is assigned, or that is attached to each You know, it's kind of funny too, because I thought I had this so I could get more than one. I swear I had it so I could duplicate these. But it doesn't look like that's the case anymore. Yeah, they would just stack on top of each other. I'm thinking maybe what we want to do is... I'm thinking maybe what we want to do is have this saved as a scene, and then we instantiate it when a battle starts. All of this stuff would be saved, and then when we're done with the battle, we delete it. And then that way, and then we can have it like in an H box or something, or a V box or whatever the fuck. So you could have more than one. And so instead of, I have to regenerate all of our counties. How much time? I have time to think about this. what the fuck is going on with my cord of my headset? It was like wrapped around my knee and my leg, like a spider web. So currently, the idea that I had was that we would just turn this thing on and off when there was a battle there. But I don't think we actually want to do that anymore because, like I said, what happens if there's two battles here? We haven't planned for that edge case. It's not an edge case. It's going to happen all the time. Well, not all the time. But we can't delete it, is the thing. So basically, the everything that we've done in the past, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, is probably trash. It's not trash. We got stuff going here, but it's what are we saving? Like what do we want to do long term? This is like a very short term solution for all of these problems, or not problems. All of this code is very short term solution. What we can do is we could create this as a scene. We instantiate it, then we delete it when we're done. Or that would help. That would help for one-on-one battle or 2-on-1 battle. But it's not so that I gotta keep it simple and try to like visualize and see the easiest way to do this. Because I mean, we can pull it, we can open and close this. But I think part of the problem that we're having here with these things being when you go to another county, it's opening up that county's battle. Well, no, that wouldn't solve that issue anyways. Okay, so getting rid of this thing isn't a solution really. It could be a solution later though, and that won't be the end of the world. So what the fuck am I even doing at this point? We just wanted that check back. Check if retreating. We end the battle. We cannot make it null though. So that is a thing. It cannot be null. And that has to be. Are you doing something? You're not doing anything because you would say something. There's going to be like 1,000 nulls here. Let's go back to battle control. But maybe there was nothing. Maybe that was the only null thing. But we cannot make it null. We also got rid of this. We don't need this shit anymore. Where is this select token? We don't need this shit anymore. We're making it so we don't have to carry that stuff around on every token. The idea is not to have 1,000,000 tokens or 1,000,000 things saved places. Battle control equals null. So you were probably away when I was talking about there was a Nookrium video that I watched recently that I don't think there is a battle control equals null anymore. I think there was that one spot. That had a bunch of new strategy games that are coming out that I was saying you should check out because it has a lot of demos and stuff in there. And I found a couple of new strategy games that I put on my wish list. Most of them I had on there, but there's like 3 or 4 that I didn't. All right, let's see. So I was somehow along this path the past couple of weeks. I was like, things changed, whatever, and I started thinking we should delete that, but no, we cannot delete that in its current state. So let's head him home. Let's head him here. So I wonder if it thinks that there's like a bet. You know what we can do? Let's go over to our remote here. Let's find Tillamook. Let's go to our county overlay and turn this on. Yeah, so it still is. It's like the battle's not going, but that's not the end of the world if because it's turned off. Let's turn that back on or back off. And then, let's just restart. And then we'll try. So that was the retreating thing that I took away because I didn't know what it was. Now it's named better, so now I know what it is. Let's go from here to here. We spawn you, we declare war. We go here, we retreat back. We now go to here and we declare war, and let's see what happens. So now it's working. You know why that probably... No? I don't know why that wasn't working. Let's retreat from here. And let's attack over here. We'll just be at war with everybody. And then what happens if we go in here? If this will work. There's nobody here. Okay, but that's a different thing we haven't gotten to yet. Okay, so that was that little piece, that little bit of code where I said, I don't know what the fuck this is, let's delete it, was a huge thing. I need to name my shit better. Obviously, I'm renaming everything. So let's put this is done. No, where is it? This is done. Again. No, that wasn't the problem. Retreating from bat. Where did I put that thing? Did I already... Well, I guess I already marked it off. Retreating from combat. That's done. Again. That works. Factions need to reset morale if hero moves away. Maybe do a... That takes forever. I can't remember any of that shit. I just gotta fix it as I go. As I go. Reset, and so the issue is that I had this. I need to continue. So I need to improve my comments. So that I'm always trying to like think of ways. No, it's all. Feel free. Don't feel like they're dumb suggestions. So basically what as I go, I think of ways to improve things. And sometimes it's like, I need to use a raise or whatever. I need to learn how to do this or whatever. Like this battle thing where I don't know why this looks like this now. Like that's obviously something I need to learn. But one of the things I need to do is, once again, make better comments. I kind of stopped commenting. I need to go back to commenting more. And then this name was bad. I was like, I'm already checking that elsewhere. Why is this here? But now it makes more sense to check if it's retreating. So I just need to, once again, renaming stuff better. Better comments, better naming stuff. This whole war thing is surprisingly convoluted, too. I think I was thinking it would be somewhat simpler. I don't know why the fuck I thought that. I'm also... man, I feel like I just got electrocuted. I also, in my other game, I'm writing an event system for like, story type events. And I was like, this shouldn't be that complicated. And every step is like way more complicated. I'm like, oh my God, I need like 6 more things. And this isn't what's happening with the war. I should have had a better thought. I should have thought ahead a little bit more. Yeah, totally. There's just all sorts of stuff going on. I do want to go back to this. I think yesterday I was thinking this was really important, but I don't think it is that important right now. I'm going to put it here, actually. We'll get back to this. Where's heroes? We're going to put this pathfinding in. Reset morale if a hero moves away from battle. So that should be... I'm trying to think how we're going to do this. So I don't want it to reset to 100. I want every hour for it to check, and if you're not in combat, it to slowly like recover. It will do like a cool check or whatever, and that will make it so you just can't keep attacking. It's not like a crucial thing right now, but I kind of want it for the next parts. You know, let's put that. We're almost no. Let's do that now. How are we gonna do that though? So once again, we need to know if it's in battle or not. So we have is retreating. The token needs to know, or the county population needs to know. But I don't want it to check. Well, what's the best way to do this? Let me think about this. If we have every token constantly checking if it's in battle, then that's gonna suck because we're gonna have bazillions of tokens. But if we set up a bool that was in battle that we could throw on and off, because I also want your morale to recover at night. We're not going to do that right now, but when you're not like in combat, so you could have in combat a bool that's in combat, or back to this battle thing that I took away earlier. We can have the battle assigned in the select token, or in the county population. And then when the county I wish that would jump forward here. Then if it's assigned, we would, you know, if it's not null, we would have it check, and if it's null, it would check. But then it's still going to check all the time. So maybe it would be faster to just to have it go through every battle and go through everyone who's no, because it's not going to know because it's not in battle. So it's got to be on the token, but we don't want it to check every hour forever. Because otherwise, every token would be checking that all the time. But maybe that's the only way we can do that. So let's do it that way for now, and we'll see if there's a better way to do it. So this is what I'm thinking here. We're just going to make this an export so we can see it. Public bool in combat. This is actually should be a private bool. Private bool in combat. This needs to be down here. I like to keep these things next to each other when there's a getter setter. Public bool in combat. Get, you're not going to write it for me there, buddy. Return in combat. Set. No, that's what I wanted. In combat equals combat equals, come on, typos, value. Then if value is equal to false, we're going to subscribe to the hourly clock thing. Clock instance, hours? I don't know what the fuck it's called. I haven't looked at it. I mean, we're doing it in the combat thing. Is it in here? It's under token movement or something. Battle control. It's under end combat. I guess I could look at the clock too. Or no, in battle is what it's called. Battle. If we go to here, this is what we want. Hour changed. So it's going to be checking every token that's not in combat. It's going to be checking this every hour, which fucking sucks though. Is there a better way to do that? I mean, there's got to be a better way to do that. Check morale. We need a K here. And then we'll generate this thing. No, this shouldn't be called check morale. It should be raise morale, increase morale. So if the in combat value is false, it's going to run this, it's going to subscribe to this increase morale thing. Else, I'm trying to, this seems like a very, because remember, we're going to have like, so let's say there's a 500 counties. That's 500 things that can be spawned right off the beginning. That's 500 things that are checking this every hour because it's going to start out as false. And then, you know, someone hires another, like everyone hires a second one. That's 1,000 things that are checking every hour. It's only if this is, you know, false, but that, you know, you're going to be in combat less than you're going to be in not in combat. The other way you could do it is you could check if their morale is less than 100, then you would subscribe to the you would check if it's in combat. If it's not in combat, then you would subscribe. But that's still 500 things doing a check, but it isn't. So I guess you could do this twice. If this is false, or not twice, you could, and if county population dot morale expendable is less than 100. Is equal to 100. Return. Else. You subscribe to this. So, I mean, that's still a check, but I mean, how fast can it do 1,000 checks like this? It's got to be able to do it really fucking fast. Let's ask ChatGPT. How fast can a computer do an if-then check? Oh, well, yeah, okay, I was a little vague there, a little vague. If it is written in C# and it is an average computer, and then is quite fast. Like, is 1,000 a lot? Come on, give me a number here. Is 1,000 a lot? Oh my God, don't, he's wishy-washy motherfucker. In a term of counting. No. 1,000's a lot of, oh, you piece of shit. It's got confused. It's not in the context. All right, this is what we can do. Let's fix this thing. And I'm going to call it a day here pretty soon. But let's do this. I actually don't think it's going to take that long because I was doing these other tests. I could generate, I wonder if I still have my lag test set up. Wait, well, I'm not going to load it. Maybe, well, I have this lag test that I was using to test how the tile maps are working, and I could generate something crazy in like a split second, you know, like 100,000 tile map hexes. So this isn't going to be a problem. I shouldn't worry about this, but this is going to be better. If it to have it like this, if it's at 100, we just return. We're the fuck out of there. If not, then we subscribe to increase morale. If it's true, we don't give a shit. We don't give a shit. And so increase morale is going to, we're going to do, did I do it on this one? I was talking about this in another thing. I didn't do it on this one. Did I do globals dot instance dot random? I did. Dot next. We'll just say like, well, we got to put this into our globals thing. I have these target audience for what? For what if 1,000 is a big number? Hero shit, morale, damage, min damage. Let's have another one. Export public int morale recovery min equals 1. Export public int morale recovery. Oh yeah, definitely. That's definitely gonna be true. Let's do 11. And I put that in export so that I can manually just change it from the thing. But I was thinking, so originally, we'll just put it in here. It won't be that hard. Then we'll do recovery. I'm just not going to worry about it. That's the thing. I'm not going to worry about it until the game lags out and it's all hellish. What did I call that thing? Morale, min, globals. So I noticed that Hearts of Iron is actually a pretty good example that late game, every month something is triggered and it's doing a bunch of calculations and it fucking grinds, man. It gets slow and it's very annoying later. We got a couple of things to do here. I'm gonna do this real quick. First, we want to check the cool. We need a random thing here. Random. We need another one of these. Globals.instance.random int cool check will be random 1 to 101. I forgot a next in here. And so I want to avoid that monthly thing, you know. Yeah. Is that out? Cool is if the cool skill is greater than the cool check, then we're going to have another random called morale increase. And it's going to equal that. And then we're going to go county population dot morale. Yep. But I want this thing to be the max thing, and I still can't remember how to do that. So I'm gonna, even though I just asked this thing the other day, it's right here actually. Oh yeah, and it had the wrong thing in. No, maybe it didn't. I'm gonna tell it, can you do this with this? Just out of laziness. Which the design philosophy to not have it like lag out like that, you mean? I don't remember if EU4 does that. I haven't played EU4 in forever, and I thought about it the other day. I was like, maybe I'll load up that mod. Min. How the fuck are you getting this? Come back over here. Max min. That's 20, 30 seconds is a long time. That's a really long time. Uh, and I don't feel like the new ones do that, but I actually can't remember that either. Like the CK3 and Victoria 3 and wasn't there another third one? Well, that's the thing is a lot of it is it isn't it's not the modders' fault that they're causing that issue. They're probably doing they're set with an older framework. You know what I mean? Like they're doing it as best within the framework. Um, this is just going to be 100. I think is the math min returns the smaller. Oh, okay. No, that's right. All right. So then I'm going to do GD print here. County. This is going to get weird. Morale. It doesn't really matter what this says, and this is against all my rules here. Let's go here. And so this shouldn't then I'm going to call it a day. This shouldn't happen unless they are out of combat and their morale is less than 100. That's why we'll get blasted with this once it starts happening. We also never unsubscribe from that thing. Let's unsubscribe from this because it's unnecessary. All right, did I start this? Let's start this again. I don't remember what my good process or my good computer. I think it's 24. I can't remember. It's on my Twitch. I put the specs for my other computer on my Twitch. So let's sit here for a second to make sure that we're not getting anything. So we're not getting any GD print things down here and we shouldn't be. So let's declare war. Now we've lost some. Do I have that 100 things in here? Oh, I do. Let's get rid of that 100 thing. We don't want this. And it should happen, though, to the defenders, too. I think. That's the new thing now is they just keep stuffing cores. It's kind of funny because I used to have some servers at work that didn't have, I think they had like 4 cores each, but there was multiple, chips. All right, so we just need this we need some, we'll let it go a little bit here. We need some better. Okay, so now we're going to retreat back. It's not getting to here. This was in select token. Oh, you know why? Because we never had this thing. We never did this. We never set this. This value never changes. Except at the very beginning, it's probably changing. So let's go to the battle control. And then we're going to put in here start battle. We're going to go. Did we put that under county population? No, it's under select token. Battle control, we're going to want to go start battle. We're checking this list. For each one of these, if the equals army leader and the token is not null, then we set this up, and this should be county attacker token is in combat equals true, and then we're going to copy this. Well, I feel like some of the especially the modern one, it feels like 20, 30 seconds too. But like they're doing in those games, you know, or Hearts of Iron is from 2016, and I don't have any of the DLC. The DLC might make it run better, which would be a fucking travesty if that's the case. Then we're gonna change this to defenders, and then we're gonna go back to in combat, wherever the fuck that is. And we're going to need to turn these both off. Well, what? I'm suddenly hurrying here. What is this? We just need this one. It knows what this shit is. And I probably could have done something with that earlier. In combat equals false. And then we're going to do the same thing with the attacker. In combat equals false. Then we're going to go back here. Then I'm going to call it a day here. Yeah, I have 2 towers. I have a laptop too that I bought years ago, like a gaming laptop. It's on its last leg as well. It's actually, so what happened? I can't click on this. Let's restart this here. What have I done? I was in the wrong county, I think. Yeah, I was in the wrong county. It's fine. I was in a county I don't own. It did worry me. I was like, Jesus Christ, now what? All right, so these guys got to look, you know, get some damage done here. Then we'll move them back out. And this should stop eventually. See, this one didn't stop. But now they're both at back up. It should stop printing that. I think. That's under select token. Where did I put that GD print? Here it is. Increase morale. Why is this over here? What is going on? Oh, the whole thing's off. Yeah, I can't decide if I'm going to go back to EU. It's such a steep learning curve. I really like that Abner whatever mod for it. We're not unsubscribing from this, I think, is the problem. If the county population dot morale expendable equals 100, which we saw it equaling 100, it should unsubscribe from this, but we were still seeing it down here. So I'm gonna put that in as a note, but I think we're for next week, and I'm gonna be like, what? What are we doing? Uh, the Gray Eminence taxes mod thing. I think I have one or two EU4 mod or DLC. It's once again, it's like there's so much money to get all that DLC. And I bought all the DLC for CK2 because CK2 is my favorite. It used to be the EU games were my favorite, but I started really disliking the combat in EU4 specifically. Like it makes no sense sometimes. You're just like, what the fuck? I mean, it makes sense, and I know why that they're um why it's that way, but the it feels unfair sometimes. Where it's just like, what? How did my 1,000 guys beat their 50,000 guys? Like what? It makes no sense. I mean, it makes sense. You can look at why that happened, but it's just like I don't know. Um, so let's see. The morale increase method is not getting unsubscribed correctly. Otherwise, it is working. I actually really like the CK2 levy system and all the, you build a building and it says you get 20 archers or whatever. Like, I really like that feeling of, like, let's say, because I've played the Vikings like a ton in CK2. Like, let's say you have your Viking holding or whatever, and at the beginning, because of how the buildings are, you can envision in your head, you're like, oh, this is just like a piece of shit village it doesn't even have a wall around it. And then you build like this wall, and then like you can imagine like people coming to visit because it has a wall, and you build a market, and then there's more people, and and then you build a place, and there's archers start to show up, and etc. etc. And I feel like in CK3 and in other Paradox games, but CK3 specifically, I'm building these buildings and I don't give a fuck what they are or what they do. I just look at the list and I say which one. I mean, I care what they do, but they're giving me like a plus 1.1 on something that I don't give a shit about. And I just like look, okay, I'll build this thing. But it doesn't change like my mind picture of the city that I've built. So then like later in like CK2, if I've taken over like a new spot and I look at it and I go, oh shit, this is like just a village that's sitting there compared to my now magnificent, tribal holding that has everything built. It can't get any better. Like this place rules, and I don't know. It just has that feeling. So, so I don't know what's going on here, but I'm going to comment this. I almost closed it. And next weekend, so losing. We actually have losing a battle. This works now. Winning a battle sort of works. I'm going to put a note in here. We just need to capture. We need to capture the province, the county, if you win. Yeah, hordes were really fun too. Okay, this shouldn't be in war. I'm just gonna put this over here. That does need to get done at some point, but I don't. It's this tooltip. These are the same. The tooltip idea may work. The tool tip idea may work. It is another issue. I played the Merchant Republics a couple of times and I didn't really get grabbed by them, so I never really got deep into that game mechanic. I was gonna say they were in Italy. Really? Was it Genoa or whatever the fuck? The place that starts with that. Yeah, I only play. Maybe I should try that. But CK2, it feels dated now. War declared confirmation panel. Yeah, we're just gonna redo that whole panel. We're gonna get rid of the confirmation panel and do our own. But All right, that was a rough start today, but then we finally got some shit done. What did we get done? Various battle-related improvements, like retreating and sort of winning, attacking an additional faction now works too. This is going to have to all be rewritten. I know it. I know it. Maybe I'll fire up CK2 and play some of that. I don't know. I haven't played that in ages. When I fired up CK3, I played for a while, but like we were talking about, it's so easy. I don't even remember what EU development, county development looks like. I don't know. Can you still do in EU? Can you play as like a Native American or Native South American and actually win? Can you actually murder all of the Europeans who come over? Then start a Aztec empire, Incan empire or something. It's really hard. It's almost impossible with like the Cherokee or any of the ones the tribes on the East Coast. Just in all it all. Because for a while they like nerfed them and it was like basically impossible. But then I feel like I played after that and I was like, oh, you can do this again. Oh, this fixed itself. That fixed itself. But I am done for the day. I may stream on my other channel tonight. That's the plan, but I don't know what. Anyways, that's it for me. Thank you for joining me. Lord Mac, nice talking to you. I will talk to you guys next time. Have a good